Hey my friends, Morgan Gecko here. We are going to do a brief video on mobs for noobs. For the most part, these mobs will be of a single maturity. They'll all be HP of around 10. And they'll have a threat level of between 3 and 7, which means you get hit every once in a while, but it's not much of a hit. You'll live for a while. So all of these will be killed using the TT pistol. This happens to be the TT pistol from Next Island. One of the reasons why we want to use the TT pistol is or the TT rifle is that for the most part they have a durability that's exceptional. So you buy one and it will last you quite a while. You won't be having to buy another one anytime soon. We're going to get the TT pistol or the rifle because it's cheap. The pistol is 3 ped. I think the rifle may be 5. With the rifle you have maybe a little more firepower, a little more damage done per shot, and you'll have more range. But we're trying to do this as cheap as we can, so we're going with the pistol. We're going to start out here at Victoria's Firebase. It is, let's pull the map down here and let me get rid of that waypoint. That was something else I did, but we are in the center of the southern coastline. And we're right across the water kind of from this island over here, which is some land areas. I have yet to make it down there to see what kind of mobs they've got. I really need to do that. But anyway, that's where we are. We're going to go to the south. To the south. Let me get a little bit of music in here. All right. Generally speaking, noob mobs are referred to as punies. There are 5 mobs that are pure puny mobs. They only have one maturity, and that's puny. There is a 6th mob that has a puny as one of its ranks, but it's got puny and young and adult and old, and the danger level goes up as the mob gets older. And I'm going to kill something just for the hell of it. Oh man, he got killed by the turret. So anyway, what we're going to do, our first mob is the Arcadian Hornet. That is the Arcadian Hornet. And we're going to shoot it, and it's only 3 shots and it's down. And for the most part, that's the kind of loot that you're going to get. Excuse me. It has a nice hide. There's another one there. Maybe we'll get lucky and loot a hide. So far, nothing but shrapnel and oil residue. That's a common puny loot. There's a hide right there. This is the hide from the Hornet. It's a nice looking hide, and it has a markup of 130%. It's been steady for the last forever. And so, as a noob, if you wanted to farm something and have something that you would be able to sell in order to finance your hunting and your building of skills, Hornet's a good way to go. You don't see very many people out here hunting those things. Unlike the Karabakh and the Gallard. I just have the urge to kill something while I'm out here. So, don't mind me. There we go. $35 hides, that's good. Oh, I guess I'm going to get a twofer. As a noob, you may or may not know that you do not want to cash in your shrapnel that you get in your loot. You want to keep that shrapnel. There's the shrapnel right there, because you can convert that to ammo. I got 5.5 ped worth of ammo out of that. That's a easy way to keep your hunts going, is to use the ammo that you're able to get from your shrapnel. So that's the Arcadian Hornet. Not a lot of people are all that aware of that mob. It's stuck way down here, not very glamorous. Our next mob, we're going to go up north here. We're going to go to the Valiant Firebase. We are going to, I can never remember which way to go. I guess you just pick a direction. I think this is correct though. South. We are going to hunt the Manure. And unlike all the other mobs we'll see, these do come in male and female. To the right we have the females. Let me scan one and show you what it looks like. Looks like that. It has a nice pinkish hide to it. Let's get out here and we'll show how easy it is to kill one with the, see, it's only 3 or 4 shots with the TT pistol. These things don't drop their hides very often, but they do have a very attractive hide. Not sure what the markup is on it. Unfortunately, the animal hide is what you usually get it as a hide from these things. So we'll try these 2 more. See, these things are killable in 2 or 3 shots. You'll notice that it's mainly a bunch of shrapnel. That is the common thread that runs through all of these. Over here we have the males. The males look like the females, with the exception there's an easier way to show you with a picture without doing this, but there is the male. It has a light blue hide, which is also a very nice hide. If it doesn't have a high markup, it should, because it's really a pretty hide. And it's as easy to kill as the females are. And there usually isn't much player traffic out here hunting these things. So this mob is another good one for building up your hunting skill. When you're hunting, remember to look at your codex. We're doing the Manure. There's the female. There's the male. But as you can see, I have a reward coming. And I have my choice of all of these skills. So be aware that that's up there. It's free skills. If you don't consider the amount that you're spending on ammo and every once in a while a gun. In the long run you pay for it, but the next one that we're going to see, or the next ones, the Carabok and the Gallard. Everybody hunts these. They're way down here in Celeste Quarry. Everybody has the Celeste Quarry TP. I don't know that it's given to you, but excuse me. This is one of the more popular places on Arkadia. So we're going to run up the little ramp here. We're going to go through the tunnel. And the first thing that we're going to see, first mob we're going to come to is the Gallard. Sort of a chicken, sort of a duck, sort of a turkey. It's got a head kind of like a flamingo as far as the shape of the head. But there she blows right there. There's the Gallard. I would suggest that y'all invest in a scanner. The Investifo. It's available from the TT machine or the trade terminal. And you can get free skills by just going around and scanning mobs. Again, we get the shrapnel. kill one of these, kill these things until I'm able to get a, there, till I get a hide from them. That's the hide that you get. It has decent markup, although only 5 ped was sold for the week. However, for the month it was 266 ped. So it's worth farming these things for the hides. The only problem with being out here, there are more mobs out here. There's a higher concentration of the gallards, but you'll see more green dots out here too. And etiquette says that you try not to hunt where somebody else is hunting. You try to stay a respectful distance away. The next mob is the Karabakh. It is a kind of a cat, or to me it appears to be a cat. So we're just going to run over here to the edge of these trees. This is the edge of its range, and we'll get the old scanner out. And there's what the Karabakh looks like. Sort of like a green leopard. And we get the TT pistol out. And you can see that these things are easy to kill too. I don't know what the markup is of the Karabakh hides. Last time I tried to get a bunch, they weren't as common as they used to be, but that should only make the price go up. So again, as you can see, shrapnel is the main loot, and animal oil residue. And we'll run back over here, and I'm really not sure. We'll take this road here. This isn't the one for the tunnel, but well, it's not a road either. But it takes us to a road, look. There we go. And we're back to Celeste Harbor. Last but not least, we're going to go to a mob that's a newbie mob, but it's not a newbie mob. We're going to go to Celeste Outpost. This is where we find the Karabakh. It's not the only place to find Karabakh. One of the nice things out here is that this is where one of the sweat circles is. This is the big industries sweat circle. They meet almost every day, and they will buy your sweat at 1.5 ped per K. See, we look around and we see youngs and olds, and olds and young, matures, but right over there and right there, punies. They can be a little bit harder to kill. Only, you know, a extra shot or two. The problem is that they're mixed in with other maturities, unlike everything else that we've seen so far. You've seen the number of shots that it takes to kill a puny. Now we'll try to do a young. There you see how many shots I fired, and it's gone down maybe 10%. So noosels in general are stout little critters. They don't go down easy. But if you're able to get some hides, they have a really pretty hide. Although surprisingly enough, it doesn't have hardly any markup. I would not have thought that, because I think they've got one of the prettiest hides out here. So, you have seen all of the noob mobs out here. All you need to do to have a kind of a satisfying day is get you a TT pistol or a rifle. We've seen the Karabakh, we've seen the Gallard, we've seen the Hornet, we've seen the male and female Manure, and we've seen the noosel. The noosel puny. So all of those are suitable for new guy killing with a TT weapon. And if you're lucky enough to collect enough hides, You may not turn a profit, but at least you'll be able to have the satisfaction of being able to sell some of your loot for markup, as opposed to just feeding it back into the TT machine. So y'all get out there and get to it. We're looking forward to seeing you, and y'all take care. Bye.